Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Codeweaver Plays Games. Yeah, so I'm just going to play a little bit of Frostpunk. Now we started this particular stream or this particular game session, save game, whatever you want to call it. This particular run a little while ago. We're going to switch right on over to me. Hi, how you doing? So, yeah, I'm going to try to start using my webcam a little bit more. I guess that means I kind of have to brush my hair, among other things. Yeah. But let's just get on with this. So, we have Frostpunk here. A little bit of a rumble there as we get straight on into, yes, Frostpunk 2 announced. That's kind of why I'm doing this, is because I want to get back into the game and I want to play the original, maybe some of the DLCs before I lean on into Frostpunk 2. I got so many ongoing games and no schedule. Which is probably why I'll never be one of the big-time streamers. I'm just all over the place. But here we go. Anyway, let's resume the story and see where we left off. Dun dun dun. Now, one of the things that was pointed out to me in the last stream is, I did have to take some rather strong measures using the whole sort of faith track in order to get people on board with my plan and to quell the Londoners from going out into the world. I feel bad about that. I try not to go down the harder paths, but I made a number of mistakes that was costing me, and I had to get everything under control. And I don't know if that's any sort of an excuse, but I'd rather people not die. So we're going to pause for a second and take stock of what's going on. So where we are is we're basically just post the Londoners agreeing that they were going to stay with us and weather the storm, as it were. So that's great. But now I've got to make sure that I can build up the resources, keep everybody warm, keep everybody from getting sick. I had a whole bunch of people sick. And the only way I could get around that was an absolute boatload of hospitals. But now I've got a slightly different problem. And the slightly different problem is that now that I've got everybody here, I know what's going to happen because I played through this game several times, is there's going to be a big storm that we've got to cope with. And we've already sort of sent people out to scour the immediate area, but there's going to be a new round of sort of exploration and recovering people, trying to get them back here. And in the meantime, we have to build up storage, we have to build up resources, we have to get, just lots and lots of stuff. I kind of want to get, let me see, what do I have established? I'm getting cores from... so that's our coal depository. We've got to get another supply run coming for Tesla cores in order to automate the city, because one of the other commenters in my last stream that stopped by to make a few notes to me was that if I do the coal mining route, the heavy coal mining route, I'm going to have problems with the coal mines collapsing partway through the storm. And I already knew about that, but it's a good point. If I get coal some other way, I don't have that problem. But that means I have to build up significant reserves of that as well, so I've got to keep that in mind. I am harvesting coal, but I'm not yet harvesting the cores that I need for the automatons. And I could harvest steel as well. So I don't know what my plan here exactly is. Can we add... We can't add a new outpost team because we don't have the tech to support it yet. There's all sorts of things that I have to sort out. And we're going to need to keep on top of building additional storage. This whole thing is going to be ringed with storage units by the end of this. So... What we are going to do, though, I think, is we're going to start recovering engineers, and hopefully we can effectively shut down some of these hospitals. And in fact, sort of, I guess, stock up on the ones, like max out some of these guys. Or consolidate that, if you will. Let's, we've got a lot of food, so let's go to all of the existing hospitals and get them working on extra rations. That's a medical post. Let's get you working on extra rations. There's another medical post here. I think I got extra rations on everybody else at the moment. The factories could do with more engineers. I don't know if I can nick any engineers out of anywhere else. You are currently working on prostheses. And that will be good for some of the seriously sick. I'll let you finish off making those prostheses. We do need to start. Can we make automatons? Yes, we can start making automatons, and the more of those we can have, the better, generally speaking. We've got an absolute colossal amount of coal right now. So what we're going to do is you are dismantling the outpost, and you are going to go to Tesla City. That's the transport. Okay. I think what I'm going to need is more steel. I can't quite produce enough steel here, and you can see that my steel supplies are a little low. Wood, I can, at least in the short term, get from... I still have wood supplies that I'm gathering stuff from. Why do I have 25 sick all of a sudden? Oh, wow. Okay. This is a new problem. I thought I had everybody... Is there somewhere that I am not heating where people are going to work? These are all livable. Like, I've kept everything relatively warm, so why are people getting badly sick? Maybe I have to open these back up again. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. Oh wow, minus 70. Well, that would be a problem. Alright, what do we got here? Tip from a believer. Captain Woodens tells us if she's overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and other supplies, we'll follow the lead. Okay. Can't really have that, that's true. Alright. So, let's... what... Is there anything we can do in the Book of Laws? Maybe some moonshine. Wait less than an hour to sign a new law. Okay, so I'll remember to look into that. Resource and storage not specified. Let's go into more food ration storage. More food ration storage, and then more coal, and more coal. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of extra storage, although we're going to burn off a fair bit. Book of Laws. Let's go to adaptation. Let's make everybody happy with a little bit of moonshine. That's the outpost site. Build an outpost. So you are now an outpost and are going to be continually delivering cores. Okay. And once you are sorted, I'm going to send you out to start delivering steel, I think. Still got good food. Alright. Wow, I got quite a few people sick because of all of the freezing going on. Okay, let's see if we can't get a couple more of these back up and running. Some of these with extra food. Okay. What are these guys working on? These guys are working on improving the efficiency of being able to generate automatons. We want to make those super cheap because we're going to be building a whole bunch of them. We got one amputee, and we're going to need another prosthesis coming in the wing here. Alright, what do we got here? So our man has brought us a long list of names, titled Registered of Infidels, Buggers, Seducers, Strumpets, and Other Wrongdoers. He's sworn us all this information is accurate and only wants us for them to repent and see truth. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're just not. Automaton integration researched. Let's get right on the next level of research. So we're going to need the advanced coal mines because we have to pull out as much coal as we can possibly gather, and we don't need the advanced steel works right away anyway, because we'll be pulling steel out of the dreadnought. So we're going to do this first to make them more efficient. Look at that, we're still going up in coal even though we got this thing maxed out. So this is actually a good sign. Scouts have returned safely to the city. Okay. You are going to go to the dreadnought, please. And I could reintegrate these people into society, but I don't really need the workers as such just yet. So I guess I could. New automaton has been built. Well, huzzah for that. Let's pop into... They're actually doing pretty good work on the cookhouse. I'm less worried about that. Sawmill. What's the problem with the sawmill? No gatherable resources. So we are going to run into tree resources sooner or later that I'm going to have to sort out. But in the meantime, alright, so we get rid of this. We're going to need to build another sawmill. Resources. Sawmill. We can get still quite a lot of resources out of the trees that are actually in the environment here. So let's hook that up to there. All right. You are the cookhouse. We've actually been producing standard meals all this time? Alright. I don't remember where our other cookhouses are, though. Yeah, so I have soup going on here. Let's switch that over and make people a little bit happier. It won't be as efficient as such, but we are making quite a bit of food at this point, and gathering quite a bit of food on a daily basis, so we're not really suffering in that respect. And actually, this is a good point. Can we... Now we've already hunters hangered up almost everything here. Like we have hunters hangers for almost everything. What can we do in the tech side of things that can augment... Guess we can't know that until we let the existing tech finish, so that's fine. Right. This sawmill is still waiting for workers. That's being deconstructed. This one's still being built. It is now up. And let's just put the automatons in on that. Actually, steel mills, right? Steam Steel Works. Now we got both of them being operated by automatons. We got both of our coal plants being operated by automatons, so we're in really good shape in that respect. We're going to make that food rations. Sure, we'll make that food rations as well. It's got lots of space for food rations. Oh, we've actually gotten everybody cured, but we don't have... So, a couple of prostheses here, a couple of prostheses here. We're not doing half bad. We are not doing half bad. Some shipments of steam cores. All right. on the topic of coal, especially if I'm careful about managing the coal and making it efficient. All right, here we go. Unexpected guest. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors have reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they come a great distance and that many of them died on the way. The phrase, doom is coming, kept being repeated, and they say more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them, sir. We're totally going to help them. If we had to go the route of this, building these churches and enforcing, laws through religious doctrine, which not big on my hit list, on my bucket list, at the least I can do is help absolutely everybody get here safely. I am not squandering this chance to save absolutely everybody. And why are you a problem? Storage near capacity. Okay, that's fine. It's going to take steel in order to build. A resource depot. Don't want to destroy resources. Where else can we put in a few? So that's going to be if I have to drill into the wall for wood. So I don't want to screw myself over there. That's going to be fine. I'm not going to destroy resources there, but that will, and so will that. So just squeezing out the resource depots that I can without having to do any sort of heavy expansion. There. And there, and there, and there, and there, and there. So that's piles. That's used up a lot of steel, but it's also given me a spot to store stuff, and we're going to need that anyway, so it's not lost. And this is the point at which I come back down by quite a few levels of heat, and hopefully can save some coal. If we go down another level, what's going to happen? Okay. So I want to have this on the lowest setting I can and still keep people from freezing because I really need to preserve that. Now we don't need the temperature to be on, and this is one of the advantages to automatons is they don't require heat, which means I'm going to save coal from not turning on certain internal heaters. Who are you? You are building an outpost, and now you're going to start to send steel. So that's our steel taken care of. Okay, so let's actually make sure that we have quite a few of these spots for steel. We're doing okay, but I'm noticing that we're not sort of expanding on the food fast enough, so I'm going to make myself unpopular again by going into the cookhouses and going to soup only. I almost never go into here. Not really going to go into there today. I could actually probably optimize my probably could go into there and optimize the coal, wood. Alright. My playing in this game by properly paying attention to the graphs. Not gonna lie. Okay, double checking my stream, seeing who's on. Coal mining rationalization researched. Okay, let's keep on this coal mining. We're going to get the advanced coal mine immediately up and running. Grumpy old man. Sir, a crowd has dragged an old man from his home. They are going to force him to submit to public penance. Repent, you wretch. Maybe this will teach you to keep your foul mouth shut. This man is known for his sharp tongue, but we have no reason to doubt his piety and loyalty. I trust my people. It may cause problems later, but I'm not having it. I'm just not. Okay. One of the things I want to do is get an automaton. I need an automaton at the other. What's going on here? Oh, just a medical post with no engineer. Let's get you up and running. Well, I technically don't need you two, but why not? Let's have more medical posts. Nobody should be starving at this point. We've got a large number of rations. Oh, hello. Hello, that's a problem. Why are we cold? Oh, we're cold everywhere. That's why we've got 62 sick. Oh, crap. Okay, I did go down too far then. Cold homes. We're going to heat all the homes. We're going to make sure that everybody's nicely toasty. Okay, that's still not toasty enough? No. Okay, we have to fix this. You are now up to livable. All right, we have to maintain that. That's just every kind of nonsense. And on top of that, even if we have to reduce it, we're going to make sure that that the hospitals are kept heated regardless. So, all right, that was dumb. That was dumb of me. This is one of those mistakes that's going to end up costing me if I'm not super careful. All right. So hang on. Where are... I need to find out where my... that's the cookhouse. That's the public house. So that's a sawmill, and I've got to look for another one of those. What I really want to do is say, please highlight for me all the sawmills. It's one of the interface things that kind of drives me a little bit batty about this. It's occasionally hard to actually find specific buildings. There's the other sawmill. Collecting good resources out of that. Okay, now the thing is, can we go down to steam level 2? And how much is that gonna hurt us? Oh, god damn it. That was colossally dumb. Well, there it is. I'm just dumb. I am just dumb. Save the laws for when we actually need them. A whole bunch being treated. Well, that's fine. Let's keep everybody being treated. Let's see how many of these we can get out of being treated faster by increasing the food supply. 2 hospitals in particular. My god, that was dumb. Okay, so that being said, it certainly can't hurt us now necessarily to be a little bit cooler. So it's chilly, but it's not necessarily making us outright more sick. Not really getting us any better either, though. And it's only going to get colder sooner, so let's just take that right back up. Let's just see if we can get everybody out of the sick category. Does us no good to save coal if we're making everybody ill. And we are actually increasing our coal supply. Our tech for advanced coal mines is coming along. How are we doing in terms of, we can increase that, we can increase that. we're going to actually have you more or less continuously making automatons at this point. Alright. Tip from a believer. A woman is told she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and other supplies. We'll follow up the lead. Not sure I like all the snitches, but there we go. A tip has led us to some stolen supplies. That's good. Advanced coal mine has been researched. Let's see what else we can do. Food, resources. So let's... a few hardy crops can be grown here. This is going to enable us to make a lot more food internally quickly, which is going to be nice. It's either that or we go with, and we may need to do these other ones as well. The problem with the hothouses is they require cores, whereas the hunting tactics don't. Let's see how far we can get with these. So we're going to go down this road, then we're going to go down the bunkhouse road, I think. What about exploration? Can we make that any better? No, we got this whole tree sorted out at this point. We could do medical automaton integration, which could be helpful later on. Engineering automatons could help build stuff. Automatic integration could improve the workplace integration, increasing their efficiency by 10%. And then, yeah, so all of these are good. Heating. We're going to need the overdrive couplings and the safety bypass for the tail end of this. You don't really need the generator range upgrade because we've got these little clusters that are being helped out by the steam hubs. And I can get some of those at the last minute. Let's start collecting a lot more food. Let me go down the food route. Running from the storm. A huge crowd of people has reached our city. Many of them are sick. They say that some enormous weather anomaly is coming our way and that they'll die without our help. We have never survived. Thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Nansen warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please let us in. Absolutely, everyone is welcome. We're going to make this work. Now we need a lot more housing really fast. But we also have a large workforce really fast. So we're suddenly going to have to make this work, and we are going to need all that food really quickly. So housing people. Tent. Okay, let's fill up all the spots that we literally have spare, because we already have heaters in the area. Okay, so we're going to need roads. We need roads over here probably as well. Alright, now that should be enough to house absolutely everybody right quick, assuming they can get on building this. New automaton has been built. Let's get the new automaton on. That's a resource depot. Where is... I saw it once before. Where is that other... the cookhouse. There it is. That's the sawmill. We're going to get you there. So we have piles of extra workers. And quite a few extra engineers. We're not running into any supply shortages. Alright. There's a woman here to see you. She claims she has evidence against one of our priests. One man, in turn, accuses her of heresy. You're my only hope, sir, cries the woman. When I went to denounce this wretch, his colleagues kicked me out. He's forging denunciations to get back at those across him. She's lying if we shout. She's a heretic, and all heretics lie. No, we're not having that nonsense. I'm siding with the woman. Sorry, but sucks to be you, but I'm just not having it. Oh, hang on. I think we have road problems here. Hang on, are you not covered by the heat? No, you're not. Oh, that's a problem. Don't really want to construct... Okay, we got to deconstruct some of these right quick. Okay. You and... We're going to cancel you. And we're going to cancel you because you are not in a heated area, and I don't want to try to build a thing for just those three. I think the rest of these are all in heated areas, and I should have more than enough to help cope with this. Yes, I do. I have more than enough already. New automaton has been built. That's great. What can I put you on? Okay, I'm going to put you on here for the moment, because why not? So I have both of the coal. Do I have another coal producer over here somewhere? I think I do. But it already has an automaton. And I think all of my coal producing areas have automatons. So now I can start putting automatons on sort of the, quote, lesser things. Okay, add new research. Flying hunter's gear. Better weapons and enhanced detection will bring more out of the people. Yeah, that's fine. And in fact, now that I'm doing that, let's actually, instead of building, I think I'll go the hunter route, because I got a lot of people who can go out and get food. Just an enormous amount of people. And so let's just stockpile like a complete crazy person. And let's just add more hunters' hangars. Another batch of them. I have a whole pile of them over here, but it's already too crowded. So I'm going to start expanding this area with hunters' hangars. So we can put a lot of people to work doing hunters' hangars. That's used up, and that's how you use up a lot of steel in a hurry. Do we need to go out and find people? No, because we haven't sort of crossed that story threshold yet. So what we're going to do is we've got such an enormous number of people doing nothing that I can send them out gathering food, and I can put them all to work, and we'll just have the most enormous stockpile of food, so that's sort of a non-issue. It's going to be food rations. Like, it's going to have to get us through the entire winter once everything shuts down. What are you? You are a sawmill, and the reason you can't do anything is there's no gatherable resources. Okay, so we're going to decommission that. We're going to go into resources, sawmill. Let's find where we've got more sawmill stuff to sort out. If I had a sawmill here, I could grab that. I could put it here to grab those, except some of those are already being grabbed. Is there another sawmill back here? There is, and one that does not have an automaton at it. Okay. Now I know where I can put another automaton to work. That's good to know. That's really good to know. All right, that's fine. Let's go back to building our sawmill. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with the fact that sooner or later we're going to be running out of wood. So we should probably look into exploiting. Okay, that's fine that it's blocking something, an important facility, because eventually that's going to run out and I'm going to want to maybe bore into the edge. That's fine. So. So the thing with that is there is a way for me to drill into the side of the wall in order to gather wood right out of the cliff face, but that requires some fairly advanced engineering. So, okay, so we've got people who are hungry. We've got lots of processed food. What are you complaining about? Oh, just that there's no food to process, and that's totally fine. We probably don't need these workers on this anymore. Okay, so let's start so your production quota's out, but we don't have to produce any prosthetics. We don't have any cores, so everybody's kind of out of work at this point. Let's get everybody collecting food. Everybody who can go out and hunt in order to help us is going to. Sorry, if you're able-bodied, you are helping out in this vein. You are another cookhouse, and I am actually going to. I'm going to leave you there instead of decommissioning you. But if I've got an automaton working at this cookhouse and it can do enough work 24 hours a day, then with some luck, I'll only need the one. Let's start getting more people healthy by putting more engineers available, since I have a number extra, at the various hospitals. Because we can always borrow them back. Alright. Okay, so at this building, you're building another automaton, so you're doing okay. I have to, okay, maybe what I want to do though is actually get the tech running a little bit faster, tech development a little bit faster, so maybe I could build another couple of factories somewhere. That one will do because it's heated. But I bet you... No, not a factory. That's not what I meant. Dang it. No. I actually want to build a workshop. I build one here. And one here. The second wave. Another huge group of refugees has arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one, many of them victims of frostbite. They'll all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Anson led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming, though. Should we let them in? Yes. Yes, we will. But now we have to... Okay, so... We've got enough space for them. How many extras do we have? We have 86. Once again, we're going to put all of them to work. In Hunter's hangars. Let's see, where can we pack a few in? Going very hunter heavy this round. Usually I try to automate the crap out of it. But I don't have a whole lot of cores, so I want to be careful about that. And I'm going to need cores in order to build the advanced coal mines, which I don't think... Did I actually build that yet? I've lost track. Yeah, that's an advanced coal mine. And right now what I have is steam coal mine. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to not produce any more automatons. And instead, we're going to go after building an advanced coal mine. But we need 3 steam cores to do it. So we're going to save up for those 3 steam cores. Where was that? That's a workshop, not what I'm after. There's the sawmill. You're going to use the last automaton there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade the coal mines to be able to be the super advanced version, so I can totally exploit. Street is not connected to the generator. I can totally exploit having an abundance of coal by the time the tunnels collapse. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Okay, no. So here's what we're going to do. This is already heated. This one over here. So you're going to go off. You're going to be handled by workers. You are going to be handled by the automaton. You're going to need another automaton eventually. But let's save up. And in the meantime, people... Okay. So you're all getting built. In the meantime, can we get... Yes, we're going to get everybody all fed, because we're going to get you healthy and back to work and not being a drain on my resources. Other than food, but we're going to have a goofy amount of food by the end of this. Extra rations for absolutely everybody. Where are our other medical facilities? Once again, I wish I could, like, say, please highlight all of the medical posts, and I don't know how to do that. Flying Hunter's gear has been researched. Let's move on. Okay, so I'm actually going to, on purpose, not go down these roads, even though that would be actually, arguably, with all the automation, a sensible thing to do. Where else can we go here? We're going to need to... Hello? There we go. Right in the middle of my stream. Friend of mine, I really couldn't turn down having a call with them, even in the middle of my stream. Which means I only have about 45 minutes left on the stream. So let's see how far we can get. Boy, howdy! If you have been here, like through all of this crap, you are super, super patient, and I'm glad we're getting right back into it. I'm also glad that I had the webcam on, so I could at least say hi and let you know I wasn't on purpose trying to ignore you. Well, you know what? Let's just get back into the game. Because that's what you came here for, and we now no longer have a huge amount of time. So let's take a look at how we're going to go about doing this. We don't really need faster gathering as such, or the gathering post. We've kind of gone past the point at which we need that. We need to start thinking about wood supplies, especially because if we run into a coal shortage, we're going to need extra wood anyway. And we're not actually gathering wood from anywhere, although we could switch from gathering remote steel to gathering remote wood if we had to. However, we're almost exhausting the sawmill angle anyway. Let's think about executing wall drills. So we're going to start researching that maybe, or do we want to go into, is there any other food thing that we've got to do? We got to eventually upgrade all of this, but we can do that in a little bit because we're currently doing okay on that front. I suppose one advantage to doing this early is we could actually save on the coal supplies early. So many routes that we could take with this. We are kind of consistently low on trees, though. So let's go down the resource route of the thing that we're going to get limited by. I mean, we're not great on steel either, but we can't really increase that production quickly. We are really doing well on collecting coal, though. It is going to be harder. Yeah, more workers there. Hunter's Hangar. We're going to get more people in on that one. Got a few more coming online shortly. Okay, what do we got going on here? Food for the hungry. So our faith keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big, so they plan to distribute amongst people in need. But perhaps you'd like to be used in another way. No, actually, I kind of like that. I'm okay with that. We got lots of food, but if we found a stockpile, let's get it to people who are genuinely hurting. Okay. So far, we're not doing too badly. One of the problems, though, we do have people consistently hungry because we're doing the whole soup thing, which is kind of a problem. Lots of people sick. Is there anything we can do? Not really. I mean, we've kind of got everybody. Wall drill has been researched. Okay. Can we go into the steam wall drill? Eventually into advanced wall drill. Yeah, let's make sure we cover this gamut. Oh, look at that! No, we are. Are we making any dent in people being treated? It's tough. Sawmill problem here. No gatherable resources. Okay. Well, we have to start thinking about putting these wall drills in place. So let's actually start putting these wall drills in place. So we're going to build that wall drill. You're still collecting resources, so I'm going to leave you alone until you're finished collecting resources. It's a nice chunk of wood up here. Can we squeeze in a sawmill anywhere? Not without destroying resources. but maybe that's okay. All right, let's... We are going to burn resources incidentally by doing that, which is not great, but... Uh-oh, that was a possible mistake in as much as that just cost us a core. I was trying to save up for the coal. All right, well... At least we're guaranteed not to run out of wood now because we've actually got one up and running. Are there any other places that we are allowed to build wall drills? No. The only two places are here and there, and I don't think anywhere else. Although I could build it there. Oh well. We'll be okay for the moment. Well, it's going to get colder. I'm going to bump that up to more coal. We're still doing okay. These are all hunters' hangars, but the third wave of refugees is here. They're on the verge of collapse, exhausted by the journey and by tending to the gravely ill and injured with them. Their leader, Nansen, isn't among them. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stayed behind with those who are too ill to travel. Nansen amongst them. God have mercy, I saw the great frost is coming. Shall we let them in? Yes, absolutely. Now we have to build a number of extra tents. Okay. Cram in an extra few buildings in there, get several of them hooked up with roads. Now I'm just building extra roads because I like things to be a little more connected. What looms ahead? Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees are running from. The great frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Okay. So we need to... I'm going to have a couple of spare prostheses lying on hand. Storage is near capacity for food. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. We actually can't build... we need to get the... Not the workshop, although why does that not have people in it? The thing that we have to deal with is the cookhouses. Which is where, please? There. It's a steam coal mine. Resource depot. Never recognize these buildings. There's the cookhouse. Let's get some workers employed in there. We don't have any more automatons because we're trying to save up to make sure the coal is doing okay. Although the coal's already doing pretty good. Okay. Doing really well on steel. Steam wall drill tech produced. That's great. So let's go for the advanced wall drill. Because after a while, we're really not going to need the steel. We're going to have all the advanced buildings we need. We're going to have all the automatons we need in order to weather the storm. But we could still run out of wood. And we can go down the charcoal kiln route to provide an augmentary supply to coal if that starts to become an issue. So one thing to ask the question on, though, is we did the steam steelworks, but the advanced steam... we could actually do advanced steam steelworks. Okay, actually, let's abort that. Let's go down this road instead. Everybody's getting a house. Be a lot more prosthetics, because that's currently a problem. What's up here that I've forgotten? Oh, this is the other sawmill. That's going to need to be really well heated, but I don't think... I really don't want people working in there. I kind of need more automatons to make that a thing. We are going to have to start thinking about producing more resource depots, though. Let's start to do that. Okay. So I know I've lost an enormous amount of time before where I could have been collecting resources and I'm not because I don't have anywhere to put them and I don't notice that that's happening until far, far too late. What are you doing? You are supposed to be a workshop of engineers. Let's get you on that. Is there some tech I'm supposed to be producing? Not yet. Advanced Steelworks has been researched. Let's get people right on producing new tech. Let's go to the advanced wall drill so that we've got that fully researched. All right, what do we got here? Tip from a believer. Neighbors talking about hoarding. We'll follow up the lead. Oh, and we're full on all food counts. We've got a god-awfully large amount of food. All right, so let's start expanding this. So, nope, not raw food. Food rations. we're not quite at capacity for coal yet. We'll have to keep an eye on that because we're going to need more storage for that too. Advanced walled villa is researched. Okay. Let's get ahead of the game here by going down the bunkhouse route and making sure that's fully explored. Okay, no gatherable resources in range. We're going to decommission that, but we already have this one pre-built, so we're just going to get the automaton immediately on that. We're also going to... Not going to upgrade those just yet. I mean, I'm doing really well on coal and not so great on steel. So there's an argument to be made that maybe I should upgrade my steel factories instead. So if I went to the advanced steelworks on one of these babies, I'd be able to pull in a lot more steel faster. And neither of those actually costs us cores. So that's a thing. Let's dismantle roads in the immediate vicinity of this. You are going to be storing... Yeah, or food rations. You as well. If we went to go to the advanced wall drill right away on you, it's going to cost us the 2 steam cores that we have. But then we're more or less guaranteed a fairly high efficiency source of wood. I'm going to do it because we're actually really good on coal at the moment. More food rations. We need a lot more prosthetics, though. We're still suffering in that department. Let's build actually quite a few of these. Okay, here we go. Runaway child. Sir, a man here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive and she scares easily, the father explains. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. We're going to equip him for the journey. Yeah, good. Go for it. Do we have enough people? We actually have enough people to fully stock these medical facilities and the workshop. Let's start doing the whole give everybody extra food thing. Again. Because once again, we don't want to be fighting this when the actual storm hits. We've got enough problems. Okay. We are doing okay. About a half an hour before I have to wander. We're already at maximum. And there isn't much that I can do about that. Bunkhouse is researched so I can protect people more at night. Now I'm going to need to do this anyway. So we're going to go into people and look at the bunkhouses, and we're going to slowly start rebuilding these. But in order to do that, I want to make sure I have extra tents in heated areas, which means I'm going to have to build heated areas. We're going to go into... Okay, let's do this in the right order. I don't want to screw this up. Tech. Steam hub. Alright. Road. Road right around here to here, I guess. Let's build steam hub. Let's build one of them here and one of them here. And that should cover quite a bit of this. Although, yeah, arguably I'm heating some of the hunters' hangars, but what are you going to do? People, tent. We're going to start cranking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's actually cancel the production of that just for the moment. Don't build faster than you strictly need to until you figure out where your resources are going to be needed. Okay, so that'll give us a bunch of extra places. So then I can replace the other ones with bunkhouses, like 6 at a time, without running into problems. So we're going to go into, and actually, we should be able to research up to houses before that even becomes a thing that we start doing, which means I can just leap to houses. House is researched, okay, because we've got goofy amounts of scientists working on every damn thing. House redesigned to make them cheaper, because that's definitely going to be valuable. We can now build, yeah, we can build house. Okay. We're actually in pretty good shape here. Doing really well on the food supply. Oh, research beacon spectroscopic lens. That's what's stalled us, and I haven't been doing that. And I have to get on that really right quick. Okay, so immediately after, I did not notice that. Okay, hang on a second. How are we doing? Everybody having fun? I know I'm having fun. huge influx of food, and actually more than we can store in a single go out. So actually, maybe what we should do is build another resource depot or 6. Let's see if we can squeeze them in somewhere. Probably a few over here. A few back here. Here we go. Tip from a believer about missing food. That's fine. More people contacting me. At least this time it's on Discord and it's quick. Okay, house redesign has been researched. Okay, so what else do we want to do? We want to do the house insulation. Yeah, let's just get right on that. We might as well. Okay. How are we doing on steel? Yeah, we still got the automatons doing their thing. We need to get up to 3 cores for each of the coal mines, just to be extra safe, because we are going to lose them entirely. So we're going to do raw food on these, because we seem to keep hitting that wall. We've got so many hunters going out. House insulation researched. All right, now we have to. Oh, and I keep missing this. I keep bloody missing this. Cookhouses will be warmer. Okay, I'm not too worried about that just at the moment. But what I need is this guy. I have been neglecting building that, and I have to get on top of that. I should have built that a long time ago. Okay, what do we got going on here? Hungry mother. A woman has come to plead with you. She wants more food rations, but the cook says she's already received her allowance. I beg you, Captain, she says in a trembling voice. Your men mean well, but they must have made a mistake. I need 2 rations, one for me, one for my sick child, please. You know what? We got lots of room for extra discontent. Just suck it up. If you're going to come to me with that kind of a problem in person, I'm going to assume that you're more or less on the level. What do we got here? This is the sawmill. Problem with this is no more resources in range. Okay, so you're going to be decommissioned. Is there anywhere else? Yeah, there's actually a few places we can get a few more resources out of an ordinary sawmill. And I want to use that in the short term rather than the wall drill, because the wall drill uses steam cores. I'm not yet really ready to commit steam cores. We're only going down to minus 60. That's rough. We're going to have to work on extra heating. All right. Food theft causes riots. So we investigated the discrepancy between the raw food used and the output of the cookhouse. It turns out that the cooks are stealing food. People are furious. We caught the thieves. They said they wanted to secure their families before the storm shuts down the food supply. We are not banishing them. Ask the faith keepers to supervise the cooks. Look, that's... You're going to be dumbasses like that. We're trying to run a society here. That's the cost of making that choice, is now you have to be supervised. I'm going to put the automaton on that, so we got that coming in. Ooh, we got 3 cores. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Advanced Coal Mine, and bang, you are now upgraded. Oh. I guess we can do both, because I've already paid the cost. Oh, we can upgrade all three. Let's just... this is going to stall our coal production short term, but we can bear that cost, and I'd rather just get them all upgraded at once. All right, so now all the coal, all of the... Okay, so what do we want to do? I want to get... Eventually, that automaton can be used to put on a drill. So what we really need is the 2 or 3 cores or whatever it takes to build another wall drill. That's all being upgraded. Okay, so there is the stereoscopic lens. We can now gauge the severity of incoming storms. Okay, so looking out at the edge of the world, oh, we have already screwed this. We have lost one of our groups. Okay. Oh, I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible. Okay, because I didn't get the stereoscopic lens built, I didn't realize that these were going to get cut off from me, and all of these are all done. And this is the last route that this is going to be, so we have to dismantle this, because we have to get you guys out of there right fast. You, though, we have to get every one of you out to these other stations. Oh, I feel terrible. I was not paying attention. So let's get all 3 of you out. This is why I was saving you. You got to go out there and get whatever resources you can at the last minute. All right, let's get some research going. We're going to want... we've got all that research, so we're good on that front. We are not getting any more cores. So there's the problem, is we're not getting any more cores. We cannot build the other source of wood. So we do have to be careful on that front. We do have a source of wood, and it's a highly upgraded source of wood. So, like, we're basically self-sufficient in a lot of senses. Wow, we just got enough cores to upgrade the mines. That was a lucky, lucky break. What do we even want to do here now? We're going to research the overdrive couplings. Prepare for the storm. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they double and triple checked the calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause a temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouses will freeze, don't have any. Everybody left outside the city will perish, and so if we can't heat our homes properly, we have to repair. Okay. Food supply is ready. The food supply should keep us fed for at least a week. Let's pray that the storm subsides. So, recall all scouts and outposts. Survivors from the ice crevasse, the snow burrows, and the deep hollow. And we need to research drive couplings. Snow burrows. I don't think any of those are in this area. I'm hoping they're in this area down here. Deep hollow, snow burrows, and ice crevasse. Okay, so we might be able to rescue all of those. Okay, so one of the things we have to do is we have to get on building houses. And that means replacing ones that we already have. So let's just get on with that. we have to have this upgraded by the time the storm gets to us, or we're in a lot of trouble. Got lots of food. And we're actually reaching resource limits for trees and steel as well with all of this work. So let's build more resource depots. We're not going to be able to build this anyway at this point, so we're just going to take up the space. We just can't get there from here. Okay, we've got houses being built. Let's stay on top of that. People. House. 4, 5, 6. Do 6 at a time. Okay, here we go. That was the resources, and now this is the transport delivering steam cores, and so we'll be able to, yes, we'll be able to deal with all of that. Okay. Only lost one team to the to the extremely bad ice storm. That's not the worst situation we could be in. Oh, hello. What do we got going on here? Doom-mongering drunk. Sir, a dozen or so people got drunk and took to the streets. They were chasing after women, saying that we should have some fun before the storm kills us all. What should we do with them? Just send them home. Idiots. Not banishing people to the storm. Okay. Wood. Possibly steel next. Steel. I do like having extra steel supplies. I've actually, from a resource perspective, I've done astonishingly well. I'm not really feeling bad about that at all. I didn't need as much extra as I thought I would, so this was a good run in that sense. Okay. Come on. Where are you waiting at? The ice crevasse. Explore. These people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse, many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can barely speak. Alright, so an extra 12 people. Bring them to the city. We're totally not leaving people behind. Screw that noise. We do have Camp Vulcan that we're going to have to send people back out. That's why we have extra. Now this is... we can't send these guys out for the same purpose, unfortunately. We've only got the 3 standard scout sleds. We're going to build a couple of extra houses. If we can find a spot for them. Alright. So let's go to building Tech Steam Hub. We're building one. Kind of want to build a steam hub about here. Which means what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbuild this road. Let's just do a little bit of optimization here. No, you know what? The only thing that that's going to accomplish is I'm going to end up just losing space anyway. So steam hub, we're going to do it here. And then we're going to do people I'm going to build a couple of extra houses. Because I got extra people coming in. Generators ready. We've got everything isolated in that upgraded in that sense. Let's go with automated integration. Let's get the automatons that we currently have. Oh, we have an extra steam core that came in at the last minute. Let's build another automaton. One more automaton, one last hurrah. You are still having trouble getting a road to you, aren't you? So let's fix that. You no longer have resources, so that's fine. We are going to decommission you. We have an extra automaton. Let's get you working over at the other cookhouse. Let's build a couple more storage facilities. So many things to do. Resource depot. Let's build more of you. Oops. Let's cancel that. All right. Good enough. Okay, we got more people waiting. So you're back at the city. You can get explored. So these people have fallen into this hole while escaping the oncoming storm. At least half a dozen of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems like we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sleds and bring them back to their city quickly. Bring the wounded to our city, please. You. Not you. You. Right. All these people are deathly ill. It's wondered they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now. We are totally bringing them. And then finally, the one that we have waiting here is going to go up to Camp Vulcan because there may be resources there. We're going to have to explore all of this really fast. Because I was an idiot and didn't get out to them fast enough. So this will not, by any stretch of the imagination, be a perfect run. We've got a new automaton. I don't know where we're going to put you to work, buddy, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. As long as we put you to work, we'll put you to work over there. All right. What do we got next? We got an Automaton 2 integration, Automaton 3 integration. Go. Scouts have returned safely to the city. Okay. We have enough houses so far to house everybody, and we should get on upgrading the rest of the house, or another 6 of or 8 of the houses. So let's go into people. Watch my time. I only have about 10 minutes, so I'm not getting to the end of this game this run, but we'll make a good play here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll actually do 8 this time. So I think we have the leeway. You get up to Camp Compass right quick. So we need to get the ones that are in this area sooner than everything else. So we don't know where that cold wave is how close that cold wave is coming, and we might lose one of our scouts in this process. But all right, what are we getting close to capacity on? Coal. We're definitely going to have all the coal room we need. All the food rations we need. Okay, they've reached Camp Vulcan. As we approach the camp, we can see that its inhabitants are busy packing. They've dismantled a couple of huts to build improvised sledges. Oh, that was not. That was the. I see. That was the. Other scout sled. So we can use them to explore, but they can't set up camp and they can't bring survivors back. This is something I didn't know, and I kind of discovered it by mistake. So I can use those guys for exploratory purposes, so that's not terrible. Scouts have returned safely to the city. We still have enough storage space for people. We have to get out to Camp Vulcan as quickly as possible. You are waiting. You have arrived at Camp Compass. The people living in this camp are packed and ready to go. Okay. Let's get you out to Camp Meteor. Hopefully we can get the rest of these people in. Scouts have returned safely to the city. Okay. Survivors have been rescued. But we still got a few people out there, and we're going to try to get them. So let's get some more houses built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're waiting. We got to get you out to Camp Meteor, maybe. We have everybody en route. We have everybody en route somewhere. Food rations. Can we get, what are we going on about over here? You are being dismantled, and that's fine. We need more resource bunkers, and I have to call this fairly quickly here. Get a couple more here. Let's get a whole bunch more along this edge here, and along this edge here. And because nobody likes walking extra blocks, they don't have to. Let's just put in that. All right. All right. People. House. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. You have arrived at Camp Meteor. Oh, and that one's Camp Compass. We did not make it. So we are redirecting over to Camp Meteor. Oh, that's really rough. I did not do a perfect run by any stretch. You are going home, however, because we can't really do anything more about you. All right. Sorry, Camp Meteor. I tried. I didn't do badly, but it was not a perfect run. Okay, let's get you source the food, you source the food, you source the food. Okay, tip from a believer, supplies, all right. You're waiting, what are you waiting for? Let's explore Camp Vulcan. Escort scientists to our city. And that's the best we're going to be able to do on that front because Camp Compass is gone. That is so rough. That's so rough. All right. Prayers at work. So the people employed at this factory refuse to work today. They intend to spend the entire shift praying. We're working like madmen, sir, but there's only so much we can do to prepare. Let's face it, it's the end of the world. But through prayer, we can hope We can find the hope of deliverance, whatever happens. No, you know what? That's fine. We're not producing any more anything at the moment. Let's get more houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can squeeze 9 in out of this. Yeah, we've got lots of extra housing space. Automated integration researched, so that's good. What else can we research? Sure, medical automation, I suppose. Food. Yeah, this takes a lot of storage. Food. Okay, you are all waiting, so let's get things going. Explore. We searched the remains of the camp. This must have been some scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched this hole in the ice. Now the place is deserted and there's nothing of value here. Oh god. Okay. You can go to the scattered convoy then. I don't know if I'm going to make this. I might just be losing people. But we're going to try anyway. Ugh. Food. Alright. Oh, and we're waiting. Let's send you out, but we may be turning you around. I just want you out there in case we find anything else. Medical automaton integration achieved. Exploration, I don't need to know anything about that heating. In case it matters, let's... Oh, I didn't do the generator safety bypass. Alright. Scouts have returned to the city. That's cool. Let's send you out as well in case there's more. Oh, wait. No, you are the ones I sent back because you can't actually do anything. Oh, no, you're the... Yeah, okay, so I've done this really, really wrong. Right, so... You, get out there in case we need you. That's fine. You, come back to the city. You, where did you get to? I should disband you because we're not getting more resources. So that would be this outpost team. Oh, it's underway. Target our city. That's an outpost team. We're disbanding the outpost team. You're waiting. Where are you waiting? Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're sending you back out. I don't know how I got all of that confused in my head, but let's see what can happen here. Oh, let's get more houses being built because that's going to have to be necessary. And actually, we are, in fact, now completely out of time. How depressing. Are you a fan of My Little Pony? If so, what is your favorite character? This is asked by XXX Caprison7. Hey, how you doing? It's unfortunate you came right at the end of the stream because I'm going to have to call us quits because I got to go meet somebody. But the answer to that is yes, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing the shirt. Probably identify most with Twilight. I'm not sure if I am most like Twilight. Probably more like Star Swirl. It's the beard, what can I say? I like all of them because they're wonderful and wholesome and joyous, and precious few things in the world are at this point in time. So anyway, yes, I will have that conversation on a stream more dedicated to it. Maybe in my MLP-themed Fallout series that I have not touched on in a while. Moving right along, I have to shut this down. It is unfortunate, but I actually have to get places. So, we are going to see if I've done a good enough job when I get back on this stream, and I will do that no later than next weekend. I might even do it before that because I know I don't have a whole lot of time. So, thank you so much for joining me on this stream. Feel free to go and take a look at the other stuff I've got archived on my YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me. This is Code Weaver Plays Games, and I will see you in the next stream.